webinar started here as I share my screen. All right, great. So again, this is Ryan with Engage121 for this week's product update webinar. Today we've got some exciting things to talk about. First thing we're going to start off with is a new contact search function in the Engage121 application. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the new Facebook page objects that we launched actually last week and that are available to fit the entire wide timeline view on Facebook. And then some new organization for listen tabs, and I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of something that happened this week with Twitter, with some new branding that they made available. So you will need to make some updates if you guys reference Twitter in certain places. So I'm going to start off with the contact search section. And again, as always, if you do have questions, Jenny is online with us to answer questions through the questions function in the GoToWebinar software. So since the lines will be closed, please do type your questions in there, and Jenny will be available to answer them for you. So we're going to go ahead and start in the Engage121 application. And we're going to go to Account and then Contacts. And one of the very powerful things that we have available in Engage121 is identities and groups. This makes it very easy to manage particular influencers, competitors, individuals in general that you want to pay very close attention to. Across many different platforms. So you can have contacts from Twitter, you can have contacts from Foursquare and Facebook and particular blogs that you follow, LinkedIn, for example. You can have contacts across all of these different platforms, and you may be connected with the same person in all those different places. So something you might want to do is be able to set up a listen alert, for example, that's just focused around that one person. So regardless of what platform they speak on, you're going to want to know that they have posted something, that they have something to say. So rather than trying to bounce between different platforms and make sure that you're staying on top of what people are talking about, we give you the ability to create identities. And then we also give you the ability to create groups. So you can have either one person across many platforms put into an identity. You can have individual connections or multiple identities added into one group. So you can do the same thing. So you might have an influencers group or a journalists group or something that's related to your industry and particular groups that you want to follow. So we've always had that functionality, and you've always been able to come in here and find someone and click and drag them into an identity. But to make that a little bit easier, what we've added is the ability to now search across all of your different contacts. So I have my Twitter contacts, I have my Foursquare contacts, I have my Facebook contacts, and so on. But I might want to be able to search across all of those. So for example, I want to search across all of my platforms or only some of my platforms. I can set up that filter and run a search for everyone that I'm connected to that has that name. Now, this search is running across the name of the person, their username, as well as their handle. So you may have, and you can put in just a partial name as well. So I searched for Sarah without an H, and I got Sarah's without an H and Sarah's with an H. If I had someone who didn't have Sarah in their name but had it in their handle, I would have gotten that back, and vice versa. So I can search across all of those, have all of those brought in together, That will include any blogs I follow as well, so I can search across the blogs that I have connected, or I can use this to search for just kind of more general terms. So if I want to find all of the people that I follow or am friends with who are coffee companies or coffee journalists related to coffee that mention coffee in their name or their handle, I can run that search, find all of the blogs that I follow that have coffee in the name, find all of the brands and journalists and so on that I have, and take them and put them into my coffee group here. And when I put all of them into my group, then I can create a listen filter based off of that group and easily filter down to just the contacts that I want to follow at that point. Many of us have thousands and thousands of people that we follow on Twitter, and trying to actually just filter through all of that is a very cumbersome process. So this gives you a much easier way to build that list of influential people that you don't want to miss when they talk. So being able to monitor them just both in the application, but also being able to monitor them through email alerts, through listen alerts, so that anytime they post, you get an email alert to let you know about it, or you can get a daily digest. So you can set all those filters up and save those contacts, those groups, and then once you've got those saved, we can go over to listen and take a look at the other part of, or the next part of our presentation today. We'll skip ahead a little bit to the listen tab, since I did talk about making a listen filters. So with the listen tabs, whenever I have a tab set up, I have a filter option where I can specify what I'm following or what I want to come into that listen feed. So I have the connections I can filter on. I can filter on identities. I can filter on groups, tags, and keywords. But so now that I've created a group for coffee, I can set up my tab to only bring in the people from that group. I can use that in combination with keywords. So say only those the people in that group that are mentioning the word coffee, and build a very robust filter to make sure that I'm monitoring just the things I want to. But what we've added recently is the ability now to reorder your tabs. Previously, we had things set up where we started with the system tabs and then went through any of your custom tabs. But what we added early this week is now the ability to reorder those tabs. So, for example, your all tab might have a whole bunch of stuff coming in. Again, if you're following thousands and thousands of people, you likely are following you likely are having a large number of posts come through there that you probably don't want to look at every single time you go to listen. So we can make one of our custom tabs be the default tab. So we can move that around to be the beginning, to be the first tab. Additionally, if we have more tabs in the drop-down, you can grab them out of here and put them up into this list. And it'll put that as the last tab on your row there. So we've got that set up so you can reorder those, and we do have a full new redesign, rebuild of Listen coming very soon, in the same vein as the new Explore that we recently launched. So in integrating all of that customer care, case management, as well as that new look and feel, that new sort of interface that you're becoming accustomed to with Explore, that will be coming into Listen in the very near future as well. So going to go back to where I had initially intended to go and talk about some of the new Facebook page objects that we've completed. So as you all know, Facebook switched to their timeline view for pages a little while back, and they made it available to build tabs that expand to a full 810 pixels wide. So immediately we were able to do hosted pages, our hosted page fanlet, on that 810 wide pixel scale. But we've also been working to increase the rest of our page objects and tabs to accommodate that full width. So I'm going to take a look at a couple of different examples here. All of our tabs now, regardless of which applications you have installed, which tab applications you have installed, all of them have now been converted to support the 810 pixel width. So if you're doing a hosted page, our first page layout here, and you have a URL that you want to post through that and display in an iframe on Facebook, you can do that across any of the Fanlet 2.0 tabs that you have installed. So if I go and take a look, I've got one installed here on my what's called my Weblet tab here, and you can see that I've just posted our regular Engage121 website in there. It's a little bit wider than 810, so it's not the best fit for this, but an example of that you can post pretty much any website you want through that iframe. As long as it'll work in an iframe, you can do that with the hosted page object. So if you have what's the word I'm looking for? Like a flyer or something along those lines, some sort of a promotional page that fits well into that 810. You don't need any special work to be able to make that fit on your Facebook page. All you do is come into Fanlet 2.0, select the page and tab that you want to install it on, and type in the web address, and you'll be able to post that right out to your Facebook page. One of the other things, some of the other things that we've added as well, we have increased, we've made a wide version of the carousel fanlet. We've also made wide versions of the coupon fanlet, the image fanlet, and the YouTube fanlet, as well as our polls. So the polls have now gone up to Fanlets 2.0, and those will expand based on the page that you have them installed on. So I'm going to take a look at a couple of these here, and I'm going to pull up a draft that I put together later so we don't have to watch every little bit and piece of this. Where did it go? Here we go. So I put together a draft that has been populated. This first one here is our new widened carousel. So this one is actually designed to use ideally a 400 by 300 pixel image. So you can put up to I think it's 12 different images into this carousel, images or videos, along with a link and caption for more information. So you can populate this very easily. You just, coming into this new, all this would be blank, so I would select from the library an image that I would want to appear on here. I apologize, my screen resolution is not set up very good here. But I can put in as many different images as I'd like, and with the links behind them and the caption text as well. And that populates this carousel, which I'll post out to my page in a moment. Additionally, if I have an image, if I have a coupon or something along these lines that I want to post out to a page that's 810 pixels wide, I can do that using our coupon fanlet. I'll put in an image for it and then a link that I want that image to link to. So very easy if I've got some collateral or something that I want to link off to my corporate page to share that with my Facebook fans. Very easy to put that together. And then the other one I have down here is our widened YouTube page object. So this will expand the YouTube player out to the full 810 pixel width. You do want to just kind of best practices with the video. You want to try and be doing that with an HD video. If you're doing it with a lower resolution video that like a flip camera video or something along those lines, when it does get stretched out to that 810 pixel width, it'll certainly look a lot fuzzier than if you have a widescreen HD video to play in there. So I can publish all these or save them and put them out onto my page. I'll take a look at what's out there right now so you can see how this carousel works. So to kind of make the best use of the space possible, we put the carousel items on the left side instead of having them across the bottom. And now you're able to cycle through that carousel and then click off to whatever link you've provided behind it. And then again, that coupon is simply clicking on the coupon and taking you to the link behind it. And then the video player, all of that can be played right there inside the Facebook page. So the way that these actually come together, I'm going to go ahead and remove this one and show you how it looks. So if I go to add a page object, it's going to open up my library of page objects. And you'll see that we now have wide versions for the carousel, for the coupon, for the image fanlet, for YouTube, and so on. So you can take all these, you just grab the one that you want to put in there, and then edit the information. So again, you can use a combination of narrow and wide fanlets. You can use the same fanlets all work on the same tabs. So you just install whichever tabs you want to use, and you're able to use all of those different fanlets across those. So that's all available now. We will be continuing to create new versions of our page objects and posting those for all of our clients to use. If there are certain fanlets that are certain page objects that you use a lot or would like to see widened before some of the others, please do reach out to us and let us know. Our clients' feedback is very important to us in terms of planning our development schedule. So the things that are most important to all of you are the things that we want to work on first. So please do share that with us. Let us know what you think. So the last thing that I want to go over real quickly today is an announcement this week from Twitter regarding some new branding. So if you actually look in our application now, if we have any of the instances where we have Twitter content, you'll see a new Twitter logo. So they're no longer using that little lowercase t. And I bring this up because they do have new guidelines on how to use the trademarks for Twitter. So if you have a reference on your blog or on your website or something about following us on Twitter, they have provided all new assets, new qualified trademarks, images that you can use. So you can get all of these from Twitter. If you go to, and they do have guidelines on what you can and can't do as far as being compliant with using their referencing their brand. They also have new buttons available. So these are all actually very easy to build. They have a tool right in here for you. So you just choose the button that you want to create and populate in the information you want, and they'll build the actual button and the HTML code for you. So it's very easy to make use of these new buttons. So they've made it as easy as possible for you to update all of your references. But that is why you will see that new Twitter bird in the Engage application. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of that, that if you are referencing Twitter on your blog, on your page, and anywhere else, that you do update that information. But that's all I've got to go over today. We've got a lot of new things in the queue. Like I said, the new Listen is coming very soon, which will have a lot of new functionality, particularly around the customer care part of the application that we built for Explore, and as well as some additional features for filtering and email alerts and that sort of thing. So I want to thank you all for taking the time to sit in with us again. As always, please let us know how these sessions are working out for you. If there's other things that you'd like to see us cover, please do let us know. Reach out to either tweet us at Engage121, reach out to Jenny, reach out to your client experience representative, and we'd love to hear from you and see what we can cover next week for you. Okay, everyone have a great weekend.